going?
Hi guys, look what we got. We got some oyster mushrooms and some corn pasta and a bunch of spices. What could we possibly be making today? We are making vegan steak. Yeah, vegan steak out of pasta and mushrooms and carob powder and barbecue sauce and vinegar and garlic. What the hell? Anyway, it turned out really, really good. So stay with me here. So hey, look at me, I can boil water. Let's add some corn pasta. Now the reason we're using corn pasta is because this is a gluten-free recipe. And supposedly the corn pasta was supposed to get sticky after it sat. So I overcooked the pasta, then you're supposed to let it sit and it's supposed to get real sticky. But man, this was like the least stickiest pasta ever. But the recipe still turned out, so whatever. Okay, we're just gonna let this sit. Now here I've got the spices, and some of them were ground up, some of them weren't. So I'm just going to use my coffee grinder here and grind everything together. Then this gets divided between the mushrooms and then like this pasta dough. So here's my oyster mushrooms. They were really crappy today, but hey, at least I found some oyster mushrooms. So I just cut up the pieces, and then we were supposed to leave some of these bigger petally things out. And hey guys, what do you do with this? Am I supposed to be using this hard stuff you cut off? What do you guys do? Let me know. So now's the time I'd like to say that this is not a simple recipe. It's not like a one-pot wonder or anything like that. But this is a special day for me because I'm heading out on another one of those islands. Not Banana Island. I'm doing a different kind of an island. It's going to involve just like potatoes, one grain, and one vegetable. So anyway, so this was just a special occasion. I don't normally use butter or oil in my cooking, but this was an untried recipe, so I decided to make it exactly or almost exactly the way it was called for. So anyway, I'm now going to run through a bunch of ingredients that I'm going to throw in the mushrooms that I managed to not film me throwing in the mushrooms. So stand by. In this corner, we've got our garlic, we've got our oil, we've got our carob and our coconut sugar, we've got our barbecue sauce, we've got our spice mixture, and apple cider vinegar. So, okay, all of that got mixed into here except for the carob powder and half of the spice mixture. That's going to go in the pasta concoction. So anyway, I'm just going to mix this up real good, and then this is going to get sauteed. So into the food processor goes the corn pasta. And look, this is the most unsticky pasta ever. I can't believe it. It's supposed to be sticky, but it's not. Now here's the other half of the spice mixture, which was about 600 spices. And here goes the carob powder. And now we're just going to whirl this up, and it's supposed to form a dough. Oh, except for I'm going to add some salt. So grindy, grindy, salt, salt. Okay, now we're going to make dough. Grind, 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 dough, dough, dough. And here we go. And now I'll show you the consistency, which it does. It will form a ball, but I think it was supposed to be stickier or doughier or denser or something like that. I'm not sure. Now, I have decided on my own, because I have a brain, that this needs some Worcestershire sauce. So here's some, I'm going to end up adding 2 tablespoons of vegan Worcestershire sauce and a couple drops of liquid smoke. All right, here we go. Blend, 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 grind, grind, grind. And now it's sticky. Look, I can't get the damn blade out of it. I thought I was going to, cut my fingers off, and that would have sucked on a Sunday. So anyway, I did get the blade out, and we do end up with some dough. All right, got a hot pan. I'm going to add the mushroom mixture now, and this is going to saute covered for about 30 minutes. So it's going to simmer, and this is now about been 30 minutes. It's still going to dry out a little bit more, but this is basically about the consistency. We're going to add it to the dough ball. So here I got a big bowl. I've added the mushroom pieces in, and then I picked out those bigger pieces. The bigger pieces I picked out, and now I get to play. I get to squish. It's just like, remember like squishing in the mud? It goes through the fingers. So this was kind of fun. Yeah, a little bit of fun in this recipe. Squishy, squishy, squishy. And then I'm going to form it into like some equal sized pieces. It said it made 8 steaks. I'm only going to get 7 out of it. So now here we go. Here's the mushroom pieces, the bigger pieces, and I'm going to take like 2 pieces inside of each one of these balls and form a steak. Now, I got better at this as time went on, but I'm only going to show you one. Yes, one. Now, this is really kind of more like a Salisbury steak than like a T-bone or a New York strip or anything like that. So anyway, I'm just going to continue forming these steak-like shapes. So here they are. I've got 7 of them. 3 of them I'm going to cook tonight. 4 of them I put on a Silpat and threw in the freezer, and then once it was frozen, I put them in a baggie. So because it's been so mild, I noticed the other day that my sage plant didn't completely die off this winter. Most of it did. I'm out here in front of my house, and here's my dead sage plant that's got some perfectly good sage leaves on it. So I'm going to pick some because I need it for the next recipe. And the ingredients are thyme, rosemary, sage. We got mushrooms. We've got garlic. We've got Beyond bouillon. We've got lemon, cannellini beans, and forbidden rice. I don't know why they call it forbidden rice. Oh, and here, look at me. Look at this dexterity here. Left-handed tinfoil wrapping. Yep, I'm gonna roast some garlic, and normally I would do that in my big oven, but I'm like, I've got the air fryer. I can do this in the air fryer. How much better is this? So into the air fryer it goes. It went like 400 degrees. It ended up taking like 30 minutes. 20 wasn't quite enough. So here we've got some oil and garlic and the zest of a lemon, and we're gonna put the lemon juice in there as well. And this is gonna be the base for the forbidden rice, which I really need to Google to find out what's so forbidden about it. So yeah, we got limey, garlicky goodness going on here, which we are now going to add some not bouillon broth, and they're going to bring this to the boil, and then we are going to put it to the simmer and put a lid on it for 40 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what happened there. Okay, here we go. Here's our roasted garlic, and it's going in the bowl. Garlic in the bowl. Garlic in the bowl. And we're going to smashy it up with a fork. We're going to smashy the garlic. And look at this, guys. This is my homemade blue cheese. Tastes exactly like blue cheese. Exactly. Except for it's creamy. It's not crumbly. I don't know. I got to try to make it crumbly. And to that, we're going to add these nice cannellini beans. Canned. I used a can. Yes, I did. And I tried to be so gentle and flip. Or what's it called when you do that? I'm not sure. I'd end up smashing them later anyway. So we got some rosemary and some thyme. We're going to stick this in the oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 20 minutes. This is just to get this all good and heated through. Now look, guys. Butter and oil swirl. I haven't done this in so long because I'm normally oil free, but you can't fry sage without it. So yes, if you have never had fried sage, this is like food of the gods. Yes, it's like takes just like 2 minutes and you get this crispy fried sage that's absolutely fantastic. And now we've got all this nice flavored sage butter oil that we're going to add more garlic to. And we are going to add these mushrooms and cook this down. And this is going to be a topping for our forbidden rice dish. So here I am. I'm just scraping the thyme off the stems. I don't do this with the rosemary because, man, it just seems like you're biting into a twig. You know what I mean? So now I did smashy up the beans some. There's the cooked forbidden rice. And here I'm using a springform pan. This was too big. I should have used a ramekin with some parchment because I didn't really have enough beans. I only made 2. This is just for me and my husband. So anyway, I put a layer of beans smashed down, then a layer of rice, and then another layer of beans. And this ended up being a huge side dish. Huge. And so a ramekin probably would have been better, or a smaller springform pan. I did have a little bit of issue in the end here. Anyway, you'll see. Okay, so now we're going to fry up the steaks. I did use some oil here because it said to, and I didn't know if I could get away with it without it, and I probably couldn't have. I don't know. Maybe if I put them in the air fryer. So anyway, I'm just going to cook 3 of these, And then we're going to flip them. Doesn't that look good? It was delicious. Got them all flipped. And then we're going to check on the toppings here. Oh, yeah, there they are. There they are. There's my steak topping. And this is the topping for the rice. And now we are going to plate. Cross your fingers. You got to cross your fingers. Flunk. Okay, so I only just used this to form it up. I didn't cook it anymore afterwards. And look, the sides came off beautiful. But the top kind of got a little stuck. And I should have had more beans. It probably would have been fine if I had had more beans on the bottom. But it doesn't matter because it gets a topping, so you won't even be able to see it. So we're going to put the topping on, and then we're going to put the fried sage on, and then we're going to clean up the plate like we're professionals. Got to clean the plate, and then we're going to put the steak on there. And it makes the steak look small, but the steak isn't small. And then, ooh, we're going to top that with the peppers and the onions and the mushrooms. And then you guys didn't even see me make this, but I also made some maple glazed parsleyed carrots. And oh, look at it. It's delicious. And then we got this dry piece of toast laying over there, just hanging out. Looks so unappetizing. But look at the rest of the plate. Oh my God, it's so good, guys. It's so good. I'm going to I'm going to link the recipes down below. So if you want to spend an afternoon cooking, you can make this wonderful dinner. It was so good. It was so good, guys. Bye.